What changes have you seen in their leadership, in their relationships, even their sense of purpose? And I think you've also, I might even pull you into this. You've also taken Clifton's strengths, and you know what your strengths are. So, how have you seen it in yourself, and how have you seen it in others that you've worked with?
Yeah, to start to kind of wrap to what we're talking into the beginning, for me personally, living and working in alignment with my strengths has brought has uncovered my confidence and has brought this incredible ease. So I think the biggest change for me is just like relief, and I think for most people as well, like you were talking about, you can actually see it. Like people sort of start breathing differently. Um, they stop apologizing for who they are.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
when
that's
you
a great
understand your
point.
strengths, yeah, you're like, oh, this is me, um, and I'm really good at this, and I'm gonna keep working at this. And I'm not gonna keep trying to fit into every box.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, I started focusing on, like you and I were talking about, what lights me up, and I found that I had more energy. My results are getting better, and I do believe that like teams really benefit from this as well. For for the scientists out there, you were talking about in our last question, how accurate is this test? Well, it turns out it's a zero point 0.7 correlation over a 10-year period. That's ridiculously high in the correlation market. And to kind of like to wrap that back, like people working on their strengths just start to notice that their performance also leads to great peace. Work starts to feel more human again.
Hmm.
And I feel like, at least for me, like I end my day tired, and fulfilled, and not drained. It's a different
Hmm.
kind of feeling. So
Um, I'm curious, did you take the assessment because it was offered by your employer, or did you take it because you just, you felt like you wanted to know more about yourself in order to apply that to your life and your job? And the reason that I asked this is that, I've taken, as I said, I've taken the assessment numerous times, and a couple of times was offered by my employer. But the disappointing thing that I experienced was that I felt like it was a human resource kind of check the box
yeah,
approach, and it was not until I took it with my career coach and kind of really leaned into the understandings of that did I really feel like I gained the benefit of it now to take forward. So um, and as I look for a job and look for the right kind of environment and company, I would love to join a company that really has Clifton strengths at its kind of anchors it in order to get the best out of people and to create teams. So again, feel like I'm blabbing on here, but
no.
was it through a company, or was it just something that you chose to pursue yourself?
Uh, First of all, yeah, Bonnie was my assigned coach while I was at Apple, as a manager there, and she's a strength based coach. But what's interesting is she didn't. It was very subtle. It dawned on me after we were done with our year of coaching, and so I actually took it on my own. Uh, Again, it was just a really a really slow bubbling up into my conscious mind, and I'm with you. I am glad it wasn't. No offense to anyone in human resources. I'm glad it wasn't a top down thing. It came from
Hmm.
um, having a really great coach like you did, and then taking on my own. Um, and almost instantly, I was like, felt free. So now I can see people taking it, and depending on the context of how it was taken, it maybe would be less meaningful. I would encourage you, though, even if you took it in that context, the top down context, go back and look at it. It won't change. The one time you took it will still be your top five. Will most I'm going to say high probability will be your top 5 10 years from now. So,
Hmm.
and that top
Yeah.
10 is probably not going to change at all.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, take another look at it and start that process of, if you find your top 5, just work on your top 2. Just be like, okay, what books could I read? Um,
Hmm.
who could I talk to about this?
Hmm.
Again, just like lifting weights or running or anything else, it's just about consistently learning about your strength and then
Hmm.
building it out.
Yeah.